What's up? Today we are going to be trying to get a better feel for my local river. So we usually come down here and we fish for bass and all that stuff. I want to get more of a better feel for the river, kind of. So I'm going to be like trying to catch some bass, white bass, crappie, but all on artificials. So that's basically what I got a little curly jig tied on, a little rattle trap, just a smaller one for white bass, and then I got a spinnerbait for largemouth. But I might walk down the river a little bit, just try to get a better feel for these bass and like different species that you can catch on artificial in the river. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing today. All right, so first up, what do I want to start with? I'm either going to start with the jig, little crappie jig, or I'm going to start off with the rattle trap, just because I want to get a white bass in this rod really bad. So I don't know, there's not too many white bass in here, but they're in here. That's all I need. Try to catch one is just to know they're in here. Oh wow, it's hard to cast with these gloves. All right, we'll get this going though. We just got at least a solid 2 inches of rain, and this shows you how much of a drought we're actually in. We at least got 2 inches of rain. We even got a little bit of snow, and look, the river is the same height, even just a little lower maybe from what it was before we got all this rain. That shows you how much of a drought we're actually in right now. It's so low, and now a cold front came, and now it's like, that's why I'm wearing all this stuff, is because it's like 30 something right now. All right, I'll get back to you when I get a bite or decide to switch lures. When I'm casting this, I can feel me going through schools of shad. That's kind of what I want right now. I'm just trying to imitate a shad, like kind of a dying shad, because this time of year, the shad, like when they spawn, some of the stragglers, well, overall, they just start to die off. So like that's why I'm going like this every once in a while. I'm trying to like imitate kind of like a dead shad, like kind of like in and out of life, basically, like basically just a dying shad. Like it like swims up about 4 inches off the bottom and then flutters back down. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but keep it moving just a little bit. That's why I'm going like that. Or it can also help get that strike if that fish is just following it. When there's bait down, at least where I am, actually, so there's obviously something pushing up these shad. That's why they're coming to the surface. If they weren't being like pressured or anything, they'd be down like probably around the middle of the water column, just swimming in the current. But something under them is pushing them up to the surface, like a white bass, a largemouth, or just some kind of predator is pushing them up to the surface, and that's why you see shad jump. Shad don't necessarily want to be on the top. That's just, they're getting like basically corralled. All right, I've been throwing this around for about 30 minutes. So now I'm going to give that crappie jig a try and see if these crappie are here yet. I can probably put my glove back on now for the spinning rod, but it is pretty cold out right now. All right, so let's pick it up. So what I got here going on is I got a white jig head with a chartreuse little twin paddle tail crappie jig. Let's see, let's get this unhooked. There we go. Oh crap, it just broke off. All right, well I got to retie. Just retied. Got the little twin paddlers on with the white jig head. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna cast it out there. Well, I am gonna cast it out there when I get this tangle out of the tip of my rod. All right, so last year about this time, there used to be tons and tons of crappie here. But this year it's a little weird because we're in this drought right now. So they didn't open the dam at all. So the crappie they didn't run up from downstream to congregate all up here, or the shad didn't get sucked down, or just, we don't really know the exact reason. We just know the crappie aren't here. So what I'm doing with this crappie jig is, oh, I just had a bite. That could have been a bluegill though, but I mean, I'll take a bluegill. But I'm just like twitching up and down, kind of just like a bass jig almost, just like that. It's so cold out right now, I'm fishing slow. So I'm just like barely bring it up and twitch, and then drop. Let it sink to the bottom and let those tails flutter. So bring it up, twitch, and then drop. So that's basically what I'm gonna do with this, and hopefully I can connect with a crappie or a bluegill or something. I'm just gonna throw a spinnerbait around up here just a little bit, then I'm gonna head on down river a little bit and fish the spinnerbait and maybe that rattle trap a little bit. But pretty much, I'm pretty much done with that rattle trap, just because I don't think I'm gonna get any. Oh yeah, I gotta take these gloves off, I forgot. Actually, no, I'm just going to head on down there. I'm not even going to waste my time up here with the spinnerbait. I've never caught anything up here with a spinnerbait, and I've fished it pretty hard. So I'm just going to head on down river a little bit, where I usually catch the largemouth, and hopefully I can pick one up on the spinnerbait. All right, here we go. Gloves coming off. Bass. Next thing that's gonna be in my hand, it's gonna be a huge 10-pound largemouth. Besides my rod, of course. All right, so we're gonna take first few casts here. We should be able to pick one up. Conditions are pretty good. I mean, if I fish this slow, we should do good. Oh, I forgot to take that stupid wind knot out. Ooh, guys, I think I even got that. There's a baby largemouth right there. Oh my gosh, she came all the way out of the water. I'm pretty sure I got that too. Oh my gosh. That baby largemouth was all the way out of the water. Oh my gosh. All the way out. All right, not catching anything on spinnerbait, so now I'm going to this rattle trap, and that is probably gone now. That rattle trap's probably gone. That was like the worst time to get a backlash. No. Oh no, that rattle trap is done. He is done. There's no way he's coming back. You cannot get backlashes down here because they'll get snagged. I have no idea how I got that back, but that is, it's like a miracle that I got that back. All right, let's untangle this. All right, let's go. My thumb is numb, by the way. Like, I can't even feel it the water is so cold. All right, let's try to get a largemouth on this rattle trap. I have seen people catch white bass down here on rattle traps, just like burning it through the rapids, but there's not much for rapids here. All right, guys, hooked up. Hooked up with, oh great, some fishing line. All right. All right, well, first catch of the day, some fishing line. This is gonna hurt. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, there we go. First catch of the day. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we can bring up. All right, so it looks like we got a nice little teardrop weight right here. Nice little guy. That's gonna have to be cut. We got a quality, huge hook. I don't know what they're fishing for down here with that. Well, let's bring up the rest of it and just see. Let's see what we can get. Oh, it goes all the way down there. Wow, this is a great catch. Huge. Oh, it actually feels like there's some weight on the end of this. Let's see what I got. Oh my gosh, there's actually something on it. All right, my rod's gonna get set down. I'm gonna set down my rod. There we go. All right, I actually got something on the end of this. Holy crap, what is this? Oh no, it came off. What was it? Oh, it's just some grass. Oh, I thought it looked like a huge pile of jigs almost. Just some grass, but at least we can get this out of the river system so then no one will catch it again. Well, solid first catch of the day. Whole bunch of crap. There's a few downsides to fishing public waters, and this is one of them. You usually always catch other people's crap, and the rivers are usually polluted and just all that stuff. No one really takes care of the ecosystem. So it's always good to pick up trash when you see it, especially in these public places where people really don't do that. So like all this fishing line, this is all gonna end up in the trash. I just need to unhook it from my hook, then it's going straight to the trash can. There we go. That weight's pretty much garbage. I never use those weights. Now let's put the knife away. My fingers are so cold I can't even feel it. Can't even feel it to close it. Alright, so let's get this knife away. Ugh. I can't even feel where my pants are to put it on. There we go. So let's get all this crap. I should probably use my hand with the glove for that. Let's get all this crap fishing line right here. Let's go throw this away in the trash can up there. This place, it's pretty, there's a lot of trash here, but it's really not as bad as some places I've seen. There's been some ponds that I've gone to that like literally every 5 foot there's like a beer can. There's so many, and like even with that, like even if you bring trash bags, you're still not gonna be able to pick up everything. So it's just don't litter. It like a fish could have got wrapped up in that. There's been countless times where me and Luke have saved baby largemouth from nets. We used to do that all the time. Like our local pond, they put like a net mesh on the bottom of it for some reason, and we'd be walking home from school and we'd walk past it, and there'd be baby largemouth caught in that like 1-inch mesh of the net. So we'd run back to our house really quick, grab a knife, and cut them free. Most of the time they swim off, but there's been a few times where they didn't make it. But I just that's why it makes me so mad, is because it's killing fish that could eventually grow into like your personal best one day and you could catch it. Ugh, it just makes me mad. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. We didn't catch anything today, but that really wasn't the goal today. The goal today was to learn a whole bunch more about this place. And I learned a whole bunch more about the structure on the bottom, good places where the fish are congregating, and I just learned a lot about this place today, and that's basically all I was going for. So thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, you're gonna want to get subscribed, because we've got a ton of amazing content coming your way and you're not gonna want to miss it. So thanks for watching. See ya.